some weird things happening in the air now. Air rage is all the rage, it seems. And I know I've talked on the air about getting a little upset when somebody in front of you...
a little upset?
Yeah, somebody in front of you reclines, and all of a sudden you lose all your space. What little space you have today, and all of a sudden half of it disappears. And you think, why did that person do that? And it's on a couple of occasions I've looked around the plane, and I'm behind the only person who's reclining.
I've stopped doing it because I know it enrages you so. And even though I haven't had the luxury of traveling with you, Jack Harris, I've decided not to do it.
Well, I don't want to sit behind you if you do.
Yeah.
But anyway, joining us right now is Ken Jenkins, an aviation crisis consultant. And Ken, we're hearing more and more about air rage. Is it better reporting, or are people just getting crankier while they're up there?
Yeah, good morning. First, I had the chuckle at the introduction, and that you have one of your co-hosts that's already not reclining her seat, even though she's not flying with you. I think that's very kind. I think it's a little bit of both. We have certainly better reporting today with social media. Everybody on board a plane today is a reporter, aren't they? I mean, they can capture every moment on board an aircraft. But at the same time, I think we're seeing more and more of it because of some circumstances the airlines are bringing on themselves. Fuller planes, which is good for the airline. We want them to make money. That's good because that sometimes lowers our prices.
No, it doesn't.
But there's no empty seat anymore like there used to be. There's no food or little limited food, and so people are bringing on things that have very interesting smells. I always hate it when somebody comes on with a fresh batch of McDonald's fries. Nothing smells better than that.
Right.
Those baggage fees are up there. People already don't like that loss of control when they get on a plane. So all of those things go to contribute to exacerbate the issue. But one of the things in this study, I don't know if you guys had referenced it or not, was the Expedia airplane etiquette study. And of the top 6 things that enrage passengers, reclining the seats wasn't in the top 6.
Really?
I was real surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, too.
What is?
Well, number 1 is the rear seat kicker.
That would be Jack.
That's one of those. And I have a thing with people that use my seat as their, what would you call it? They use it as like their armrest or, their handle to get up. The ones that pull your seat and pull you back about 6 inches when they get up. I'm like, wow, man, you got the hair.
Well, see, that's exactly right. If you're a woman, too, with long hair, they almost always pull your hair.
Yeah, and they get you. I'm surprised the recliner, because that's what we've seen a lot of in the news lately. And quite frankly, it's, I'll be honest, it's what ticks me off the most. You get your little mini office all set up. You have your computer out. Flight attendant brings you a Coke or a cup of coffee, and then the 300-pound person in front of you doesn't just recline, but they flop back like it's a recliner.
Yeah, they go back fast, and
exactly.
that's when I start the kicking. I make sure that person does not go to sleep.
Well, etiquette.
Maybe that's why seat kicking is number 1. But
you make a point though, there, Ken, that etiquette I think has changed. It's had to. Like, who owns the armrests? If you have to sit in the middle seat like I did, going back and forth to the West Coast, who owns the armrests?
Well, and it's. And I don't know the answer to that question. I think if you're lucky enough to even have a battle over the armrest, I've had it where the person sitting in the aisle or the middle is large enough that the armrest wasn't an issue because the armrest had to go up.
Disappeared.
And so, that's an issue. I think one of the another one is the certainly, everybody trying to carry everything they own on board the plane.
Yeah, that's big time. That's unbelievable. And then you got the battle over space overhead.
Exactly. And it's kind of fun to watch people try to shove things into the overhead, and to the point to where it makes me check my luggage. But a little trick, and I try to share it with my friends and whatnot whenever I get the opportunity, and I'll share with you guys, since you have the highest IQ listeners, that was nice to know, then they'll appreciate this little tip, is many airlines today do not charge you a baggage fee if you check your bag at the gate.
Yes, that's a big, big deal because, for instance, on Delta, if you go down, I don't pay because I've got a credit card through them. But if you go down and check a bag, it costs you $25.
Right.
But if you go up to the gate
Does it matter what size your bag is?
It doesn't matter what size your bag is. If you go up to the gate with that big bag, before the flight, they ask people with big bags, big regular suitcases, to come up and turn them over to them so they can put them under the plane. And the people who do it there don't pay that $25.
That's right. And the added benefit outside of the cost is if you're there and you check your bag and you see your aircraft at the gate, they put that bag on there's a chute right outside the jet bridge. They put that on the chute, goes straight down to the bottom towards the plane. The aircraft cargo person will pick up the bag and put it in the plane, and it's usually, when you get to your destination, one of the first ones off.
Yeah.
So not only does it increase your chances that it's going to make the flight, but it also means you're not going to wait that much longer at your destination city for your bag.
Yeah, you'll get your bag as soon as you get off the flight, and you don't have to go down to the baggage handler the area down there. The bag.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's called an escort bag. Well, and not all airlines will do that piece for you, but you may still have to go to baggage claim, but it would still be the first one off. So it's just a nice tip. So then you can sit back and relax. Not literally sit back. Don't do that. You can watch everybody else fight for the space.
Yeah, that's a good point. And try not to take all your furniture and everything on board. It's just a lousy idea these days. Anyway, Ken.
Exactly.
We appreciate your joining us on AM Tampa Bay. Do you have a website?
I do. You can reach me at www.kenjenkinsllc.com.
KenJenkinsLLC.com.
Thanks, Ken.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken.
Ken.
Bye, everyone.
Happy New Year, buddy.